Okay, hello everybody. Today we are going to make a podcast. In this kind of podcast, we are going to talk about experience, individual experience with the English. So we have different questions for our participant here. We are students at UNAD in different careers. So in this time, they are my classmate, Edinson Arboleda Riesgos, and Fradi Inés Achicue Tenorio, Sandra, and me, Jessica Silvana Marin Gonzalez. The first questions is when and how you start learning English. This time, the first person for talking about and answer these kind of questions is our classmate, Edinson Arboleda. Eddie, your turn.
Yeah, Jessica. I started learning English in school, but at the time I didn't have much motivation on strong foundation. I I saw English as just another subject and as a tool that could open opportunities for me. Later, when I began my bachelor degree in English, everything changed. I realized how essential the language was for my professional training as a teacher and for my academic growth. From that moment on, I started studying more seriously and constantly, uh, dedicating extra time to practicing and improve day by day. Yes.
Okay, Fradi, tell us about your when you start learning English and how you did it.
Thank you. Good. I started learning English when I took a course and began studying at Sena. Several years ago, my interest arose when a teacher gave talks in his English classes about the importance of the language and the opportunities it offers in the job market, whether as a translator or teacher. Among other things, my interest learning English grew when I had the opportunity to study at UNAT University. There started listening to many songs in English, practicing with Duolingo, and I used to write English vocabulary in my notebook with the corresponding translation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Fradi and Eddie. I think so that it's very important to listen and hear your experience about learning English. In this case, when I start learning English, when since 2005 when I started my first career. My first career was in international business, so I had to present an English test, but I didn't know nothing. So the university gave me opportunity to introduce the first semester all the materials and all the reading was in English, but I didn't know, so I had to take another course, English course at Colombo at the university too. So I had three careers in one semester. Was difficult time, but I did it and improved my English totally. Then when I finished my career, I traveled to United States to improve my English like a babysitter. So now I am teacher and I continue to learning in this kind of beautiful process with the English. So that now is the opportunity of Sandra. Sandra, are you here? Well, Sandra have different difficulties with the different situations with the connection. So we are going to this podcast. Okay, now the second question is key challenges and how you overcome them. So Eddie, tell us your experience about this time or this kind of challenges that you have in the time of your English process. Eddie. Okay, Sandra, while Eddie is coming, can you answer when and how you start learning English? Is the first question, Sandra.
Thank you. The first question, I want to learn English for work as I am Argentine and live in tourist town which attracts many foreigners. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sandra. While Edin is coming, because he has connection problems, I will talk about K challenges. For me, what's very difficult because I study at another city with another person. I had different problems with the transportations, but I did all that kind of barrier. Um, One of the challenges in my English process is that I speak very faster, and sometimes I have to reduce and be slowly speaking slowly. So for me it's difficult, but I am trying to improve that kind of things. Another key challenges is the pronunciation because and the speaking too, because I don't have enough time to practice my English and speak with another person, but I try to do the best that I can. And I what I can do for overcome them, it's when I have my classes, I try to prepare and planning my classes before and try to vocalize very well with a mirror for do a better explanation with the classes. So now, Friday, tell us what are your challenges and how you overcame them.
Okay, thank you, Jessica. Good. The key challenges are pronunciation when the sound when speaking is not isn't correct. I tend to confuse the sound of the E8 or E8 combination when it's followed by a consonant at the end, among other things. The reason is that I always remember things in the moments, but if I don't practice, I forgot them easily because I don't have a good memory. Another challenge has been listening no matter how much I listened. I could not understand the sound and pronounce them. Thank you. I am sorry. Um, so I started learning vocabulary related to what I heard, and that's how I overcame this a challenge, but I still have a lot to learn. Thank you.
Okay, now is your turn, Sandra. And the last answer will be for Eddie. Eddie, I know that you have some connection problems, but can while you were organize that kind of ideas, we continue with the podcast. So now it's Sandra's turn, and then your turn. Okay. So, Sandra, go ahead, please.
Thank you. Okay. Personally, I've always struggled with pronunciation and listening comprehension. If someone speaks too fast, I don't understand much. So I'm listening to a lot of podcasts and taking English lesson to improve my listening comprehension, and consequently my pronunciation. I believe that learning a language requires immersion. That's how I learning in Spanish. Since I first learned my native language is Namuiwan. Thank you.
Okay, girls. So the next questions is how you can try different strategies, or what are your effective strategies that help you improve your English, or what do you want to improve it? So I want to start with that kind of question. I think so that is very interesting because when we have mistake in our English process, we have to try to find a way to be better in that kind of a mistake, because when you have a disadvantage, you can change it with advantage. So one of my effective strategies that helped me to improve my English, it was a teacher, because he helped me to have a good attitude, to focus on my English, to understood me. When you can improve your time, if you want to do something with your soul and with your heart. So that kind of teacher um, helped me too much, because uh, I understood that I can do it, and I did it. So another strategy is uh, trust on yourself. Another one is study every day, with a song, with a movie, speak with somebody, but choose one ability, one English ability, and try it and do it every day. Another strategy is learn 10 words or 20 words. It's up to you how much words can you want to learn every day, and find the meaning, but in English. That helped me a lot of. So now I know that I want to improve my English, but in the speaking ability, because I don't have a lot of people to talk about it, that help me to improve this kind of ability, but I will do on vacation. So Fradi, tell us about how did you work that kind of strategies that were effective and help you to improve your mistakes, or your disadvantage. Tell us about your experience, please.
Okay, thank you. Good. Um, One strategy used is listening to more English music to improve my listening comprehension, and trying To understand the translation, another effective strategy is writing practice. Sometimes I write journal entries in short text with what I already know, and then I correct them with the Grammarly tool to fix the mistake. Thank you.
Okay, okay. Sandra, tell us about your strategies. Did you have some ones or something about it?
Okay, excuse me. I can say they've worked perfectly for me, but I've been practicing with an app called To Book, which offers audio readings and translation in case I don't understand certain vocabulary. If also been listening to podcasts of native speakers speaking, so I can understand in the speed of a normal conversation. I'm trying my ear. Thank you.
Okay, Sandra, thank you. Eddie, can you hear me very well?
Yeah,
Okay,
I hear you. I'm
okay,
sorry, my connection ran out of here.
okay, Eddie, don't worry. We know about it and we wait for you. So now is your turn, but uh, before to answer this kind of questions, we want to know your challenges about the K challenges in your English and how you overcome them. And then can you answer to your effective strategies that help you English improve or improve your English? So tell us your experience about these questions.
Yeah. The question, the main challenge, one of my biggest challenges was speaking English. I often felt insecure and I was afraid of making mistake. Um, I thought I didn't have enough vocabulary to express myself clearly. Little by little, I began to overcome these difficulties of practicing every day and exposing myself to English in different way. Listening to English content more frequently help me get used to get sound and writing of the language. I also use several digital tools to improve my English, to improve my pronunciation and participate in oral activities even when it felt uncomfortable or difficult at the beginning. With time, patience and constant practice and gradually gain more confidence and learning to trust my abilities about the strategies uh, that have helped me improve. Um, they are several strategies that have really helped me throughout my learning process. The first strategy is practicing with application or digital tools to make learning more interactive. Other is listen to English every day, show videos, audios, and short podcasts to train my ears. Um, Other repeating phrases aloud, which will help me improve my influence in my pronunciation and overall confidence. Write down this is necessary. Write down new vocabulary and useful expression so I can review and use them later. Other strategies can be doing interactive activities such as quiz and mini games that make practice enjoyable and consistent. It's all.
Okay, Eddie. I understood and I identify with you because I think so that I don't have enough vocabulary for my English level. And sometimes when you are speaking with somebody, it's like, what is that kind of word that I have to talk with that kind of person, and I forget everything. So sometimes it's
Yeah,
difficult, but we can do it. We can do it. We can improve this mistake for us. So we have the last questions for finish our podcast, but there are no less important than the other ones. So this turn is for a memorable experience related to learning English. Learning English. So, Freddy, um, I know that you have a different um conditions about your English because you told us in the first of this podcast in the started. So tell us about what are your experience with the learning English when now that you are an student. So tell us about it, please.
Um, the question,
Number four.
memorable experience. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, a small, memorable experience was when I started reading the worksheets provided in English courses. I understand most of the translation. Another being experience was my first time doing my teaching practicum in schools where you naturally have to speak in English. Thank you.
Okay. We understood your answer, Freddy. And now is Sandra's turn.
Okay. Um, I will never forget of one of my experience in the series of Villa Vicencio, where I participated in an international forum with Canadians. I was able to give an excellent representation using my English and my Misak indigenous community, which accompanied me. Felt very well represented by me. That felt my with great enthusiasm to continue learning. That was very satisfying for me. Thank you.
Okay, what's a good and memorable experience for you? Thanks for sharing us. So, Eddie, tell us about your experience in this kind of process. Eddie, can you turn on your microphone, please?
yeah. Sorry.
Don't
Um,
worry.
a memorable experience for me was uh, when I realized that I could understand the dialogues in English without needing subtitles. Is I felt so good. It may seem simple, but for me it was very meaningful moment. It made me feel a real sense of progress because I could clearly see that my listening skill have improved. That experience motivated me a lot because I understood that all my effort and discipline were playing off, and that I was beginning to understand English in a more natural and spontaneous way.
Okay. Thanks for sharing this your experience, Eddie. Okay, one of my memorable experience was when I was a babysitter. And I was take care the boy, and the boy told me that we need to go upstairs, and I didn't know what kind of what was the meaning of this word. So I had to tell him that explained me what was upstairs. When he showed me, I say, okay, oh my God, I have to improve my English, because I am here with the English. It in the present, and I don't have enough vocabulary. So I start to take free English classes at the library. Start to read more books in English. Go to the restaurants. Go to the park and speak wherever wherever and a lot of with different people that I didn't know, but that was the strategy that I use in that kind of moment um for learn my English, because I was in another country, and I didn't have my parents, my friends there. Is was a difficult moment, but I did it. So I think so that was a memorable experience for me. And the last questions, but don't be the less important less in that podcast, is your current level and future goals in English proficiency. Every people have different goals during the life, but like as students, we have similar goals with the process of English, but now with the English proficiency. So, in the last question of and in this opportunity, you will listen about the experience and the goals with individual English proficiency. So, Eddie, it's your turn to speak about your goals, your limits, or what do you want with your English.
Yeah, I'm currently at a B1 level, uh, which allow me to hold very intimate conversation, understand different types of content, and communicative with more confidence than before. My goal is to reach a C1 level, improve my fluency, and achieve more natural pronunciation, and strengthen my academic English so I can use it effectively in my teaching practice and in my research projects. I know that the process take time. I understand that, but I'm committed to continue my learning journey and improving day to day, step by step, Jessica.
Okay, yes. Step by step each day
Step
of
by
the
step
life.
by step,
Step
step
by
by step.
step. Step
It's
by step.
necessary.
Excellent. Okay, Eddie, thank you. Freddie, tell us your experience with your goals. What do you want to do? What are your expectations in the English process? Freddie, can you turn on your microphone, please?
I am sorry.
Don't
Okay.
worry.
Okay. This in my knowledge, I will see that I am at in A2 levels where I can understand and communicate in everyday situations with comment phrases and expressions and also read and write simple text. I am also striving to reach B1 level. In future goals, the purpose is to improve in strengthening listening, comprehension, oral explanation, um, reading, comprehension, and writing. Thank you.
Okay, Freddy. And Sandra, tell us about your English, your goals in English.
Okay. Well, my current level isn't very good yet, and sometimes it frustrates me to think about when I'll achieve it. Mm, as I mentioned before, two how most important things for me are speaking and listening. And those are among the things I found most difficult. But the initial idea when enrolled at UNAD was simply to learn speak English. And this program was the closest thing to what I want. Um, Although it involves doing many other things. The goals is to finish and perfect my English in all aspects, such as speaking, listening, reading, and reading. I hope to meet my explications, and to do so, I will continue working hard until and achieve it. Thank you.
Okay, okay, guys. I think so that you have a good goals in English. This is my turn, so um, I have different expectations about my English and my level that I want. Now I know that I have a B1 level, and I want to improve my English for be in a C1. I think so that the C1 is the goal of every English students, because we want or want to get the better level. So I know that I have to work in my disadvantage or in my mistakes for be for be real my goals. So thank you so much for share us your experience, your process, your strategies, and the most important is the attitude here, because each students want to improve the expectations about the English level. So thank you so much for your time for listen this podcast. Okay, guys, bye bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Thank you, the big podcast.